insight as he could. So, when Michael told me that he had boiled down Gary's relationship teachings into 7 practical principles, he immediately had my attention. We've talked for countless hours together about the value his grandfather added to the lives of millions, and nobody on the planet has internalized Gary's messages more than Michael. That's why I'm thrilled he has put them into this book to share with you. You've probably never met Michael, but if you did, you would love him. He's instantly accessible and authentic. He's got an easy laugh and a huge heart. He's loyal, dedicated, and smart. He's pretty much everything you'd want in a good friend. Oh, and he's passionate about teaching others what he has learned from his grandpa. While your paths may never cross in person with Michael, you're going to feel like he's your friend after listening to this audio program. Real-life love is going to lift your vision for every relationship you have and give you practical steps for realizing healthier and more loving relationships on every front. You're going to be so happy that you read this book. Les Parrott, Ph.D., founder of the Yada Assessment and #1 New York Times best-selling author of Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts.
For My Grandfathers. Introduction. Love as real as a tiger. Love in its natural habitat. Love with its cage wide open and ready to be experienced. Whether you like it or not, you currently star in a classic love story that has defined who you are. It's a crazy thought. In your love story, there are supporting characters and antagonists, kings and queens, knights, princesses, and villains. It's a timeless story that's been told countless times over the centuries. I'm sure some of you are thinking, but I've never even been in a relationship. How can this be possible? The surprising truth is that you don't have to be involved in a romantic relationship to be part of a love story. At the moment we came into this world, our love story began. For some, your storyline is like your classic Disney movie. Great parents, comfortable life, hardly any tough moments. You met, or will meet, Prince Charming or Cinderella and get married, and your love story becomes your kid's love story. You've been part of generational love. Or maybe your story looks more like the original Brothers Grimm fairy tales, stories in which good doesn't always prevail, stories in which the villain always wins one way or another. Instead of growing up in love, you grew up in the castle on the other side of the tracks. Your parents gave up on you, or they didn't seem to care if you succeeded or failed. You met what seemed to be Cinderella, but she just ended up being closer to the Wicked Witch of the West, emasculating and defeating. Or instead of Prince Charming, maybe he was Jafar from Aladdin, suave on the outside, dark and twisted on the inside. And you've found this to be true over and over. While I know that every love story is different, I'm blessed to have grown up in a family that was greater than a Disney classic. And it was through my family life that I discovered the secrets to love at the tender age of 10. The secrets that men and women search for all their lives. The secrets that have inspired poems, Greek tragedies, Shakespearean plays, and Hollywood blockbuster movies. Now, before you resent that statement and gather your pitchforks and villagers to form an angry mob, let me give you some context. No, it wasn't that the Archangel Michael came down from heaven and whispered these secrets in my ear. And no, I didn't uncover some lost tablet written by Moses or Elijah from biblical times. These secrets came to me by way of my mentor, one of my biggest influences, and also my best friend. His name was Gary Smalley. Gary was my grandfather and also a world-renowned marriage expert. When I was 10, he gave me an ultimatum. It happened one day after I had had yet another argument with my mom. I literally ran to his house, which sounds more impressive than it really was.